Welcome, welcome. You might see us in the same clothes
Woo!
because we just recorded episode 8 right
No,
before.
episode
Oh,
9.
episode,
This is episode
yes.
10. We're at
This
double
is
digits.
episode 10.
Double digits. Okay?
Okay, I got it. So,
Double
episode
digits.
10, the morning routine fantasy versus the real life.
Yeah,
And
this
this
is
is
the
real
real
life,
life.
right?
This is real life. I didn't honestly did not have money like a morning routine today. I stood my little behind in bed. I had my alarm though to wake up and do my Peloton. The alarm went off, but I did not. So that was my
Same.
morning routine. I'm listening to my body. Okay? I am saying if my body says rest, I am resting. If my body says get up and go, I'm going to get up and go.
Yeah.
The word of the day is going to be ease. I'm going to ease into everything. I'm going to cook later. Like I'm just gonna
Yeah.
be me. I'm
Sometimes
just
it
gonna be
has to
me.
be like that.
Yeah.
Like last night, since the kids didn't have school today, we
Mhm.
decided to let them stay up late.
Yeah.
I like to do that a lot when they don't have school so that they could wake up a
Mhm.
little later. And they
Same. I do
did.
that with
They
Asher.
didn't wake up till like almost 10, so I got to
Ooh,
sleep in.
that's the
But my
best.
plan was to get up and work out before they woke
Mhm.
up. And I was just like, I don't have to go anywhere today, like till later.
Mhm.
But yeah, I stood in bed and I still got things done. Like
Yeah.
when I
It's
woke
just
up, I just did it. I looked at my list. Okay, I got to do this.
mhm.
Not in the same order as I expected to do, but
Yeah.
they're still getting done. We're recording 2 episodes today. Like that's highly productive of us.
Yes. Give yourself
So hey,
grace at the end of
yes,
the day. Like this is like the little self care that we give ourselves. Sleeping in, even when when we said we were gonna get up and work out. It is what it is.
yeah,
We're gonna have those days where we're gonna be like snooze, snooze. Um, yeah. I'm happy. I slept in. Not mad at it. Asher slept in. He's at swimming class right now with his dad. It is what it is.
yes, yes. So like when you're scrolling through TikTok or Instagram, you
Yeah.
see like these like extravagant morning routines, and I
Mhm.
wanted to know, what do you think about that?
Honestly, extravagant more. I don't have the time. Honestly, I really do want to do more like get ready with me videos, and I want to be kind of give our viewers a little bit more time to like know who I am because I feel like I ran you do such a
Mm,
good job at this.
thank you,
But
thank you.
I just don't. I don't wanna say I don't have the time, I just can't. Yo no puedo de que put the stand. I'm not gonna be there in the mirror for,
Hmm.
like, 10 hours doing my morning routine. My morning routine is depending if I feel like working out, get up, Peloton, make myself a shake, shower before Asher gets up so I can be, like, ready for the day, and then I have my slow morning routines where it's like, "Hey, I'm getting up, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm washing my face, I'm kinda getting myself together," have
Hmm.
prepare his swimming bag for swim class, make sure that he has something to eat when he gets up so he's not like starving on his way to swim class. So it's like there's different things. So when I see like these very like extravagant like get ready with me as a mom of four, I'm like, first of all, you're not doing that. You may be, but you're 99% of the time you're probably not doing that. Like it's just a quick thing so you can put it
Yeah,
out there, but I'm like, don't sell that. Like you out here being mad extravagant with 4 kids. I barely am extravagant with one. But again, to each his own, whatever makes
yeah.
you happy.
I feel like the reason my content stands out is because I go with the flow. Like I'm not like
Mhm.
I'm gonna sit here. Like sometimes, like the way I show up on camera, sometimes I'm just like,
Yeah.
I can't believe you showed up like that. But it's my reality. Like
Yeah.
I sleep with one of those like heatless curl things, and
I need to
I
try
want
that.
my hair curled after
Yeah.
I take a shower. So if I'm showing you my morning routine and I have to rush to take the kids to school and then work out later, I'm not gonna take a shower or act like I'm all done up to then go
Mhm.
work out. And then like that's not happening. So I'm gonna keep it
Yeah.
as real with you as I can.
Mhm.
Um, I also feel like a lot of those extravagant morning routines, sometimes they're not moms. Like I found myself having I like watching vlogs on YouTube, and I found myself unfollowing a couple of creators because
Mhm,
like not because they were bad, they were amazing, but I also felt like I couldn't relate to them and I was comparing myself to
mhm,
them. Like I'm like, "Oh my God, they have so much time in their hands, but they don't have kids." Or that like
mhm.
that creator that has one kid, like I can't even relate to that because I have two, like, and two
Yeah.
is a whole nother ball game than one. And it's like, yeah, when you see stuff like that, sometimes it may feel like, you're not doing enough. But to Francesca's point of view, I do agree that every mom should have like that routine that's like that quick
Mhm.
routine when you just have to get out and get out, get out the door. And that slow morning routine when you actually have the time and your kid slept in a little late, or if you want to stay
Yeah.
in bed and, you
Stay
have
in
to have like
bed.
different kind of routines. Like it's not going to be the same thing every day, and that's why I was telling Francesca, I have this notebook where every day it's a different. I have to literally write down things that I'm doing the next
Mhm.
morning because I can't remember my routine because every day is literally a different day.
Yeah. I think when you become a parent, like, throw, like, your consistency out the window. Because again, if your toddler wants to wake up at like 7 o'clock in the morning, you have to wake up with them. You can't be like, it's okay, they'll be fine. You know what I mean? And then there's gonna be those days where, like today, Asher woke up casi a las 10 de la mañana. And I was like, "Oh my god, either I'm gonna get up and do the bike or I'm gonna sleep in." I
Uh-huh.
chose to sleep in. I was like, "I am tired. My body says rest, so I'm gonna rest." And I listened to my body and I woke up and I was still able to get things done. Like Aaron said, like I checked the emails, I put together his swim bag, like I made sure that he had something to eat when he got up. Like I,
Mhm.
brushed my teeth, like I did my face. Like, you know what I mean? I did all the things that I needed to do to get prepared for like the recordings. So listen to your body at the end of the day. Like, don't get hyped up on like what's going on social media because majority of that stuff is fake anyways.
Yeah. Like, sometimes I'm like, I should romanticize my life more, but we are being sold this dream of like romanticizing means like buying the
Hmm.
matching pajamas and just like,
I don't got
being all
matching
glammed
pajamas.
up and buying, and it's like the whole consumerism thing.
Hmm.
And at the end of the day, like a t-shirt is fine. And if you want to buy the pajamas, some people
Do
are the
it.
pajama people and it makes you feel good. You do it, but don't do it because you think that's what looks good. Like
Hmm.
just do it because you want to. Don't go spending money on like 50 Stanley cups
Oh,
because you
girl,
feel like you
don't get
have
me
to have
started on
them.
these
Like,
Stanley cups.
yeah, like it's like you guys see me with the same coffee cup all the time. Like I'm such a
Same.
minimalist. It's not even funny. Like I just don't agree with what social media puts out there, and which is why
Hmm.
I create the content that I do. Like my my apartment is monotone because like there's this thing now that modern is modern tone, but it's like wood and black and white, and it's not like it doesn't look like everybody else's. It's just like pieces that I love that I put together. Like I'm not,
Same.
and that's the same thing with the morning routine. Like you have to do what we always say, what works for you, and always give yourself grace. Like
Hmm.
stop falling into the trap, you
Yeah.
know?
We keep getting sold these fantasies like the 5 a.m. wake up, the lemon water, the 10-minute meditation, journaling, workout, green smoothie, gratitude practice. Like, I start my day the way that I started, like, and the first thing I do when I get up, I do my little like, it's not it's more of my affirmations in the day, and it's just like a routine that I've been doing for so many years that it's just
Mhm.
like part of my waking up. Like, I do my affirmations in the morning, I stretch in bed. If I'm that's like if I'm having a slow morning. Again, I would love to wake up at 5 a.m. Like I was talking to Manny about that, and I was like, damn, I kind of want to try this out for the week and do a wake up at 5 a.m., do like a soul cycle class nearby, like
Mhm.
get out the house mad early and just to see how I feel. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do like a 5
Yeah.
a.m. challenge once we get back from vacation. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna record myself on how I felt before and
Yeah.
after, and if I'm gonna keep it up. That's gonna be a
You
challenge for
know,
me.
like most of the time I do wake up at 5:20, like automatically. And I
Bless.
do get up, but I I feel like every morning routine has its seasons. So there's seasons where
Hmm.
I'm just like okay, I'm not gonna scroll on my phone, but there's other seasons when I'm like, okay, I just want to just make sure these posts are up. Let me get up. And I go and
Same.
sit down and I watch a show
Mm,
like while I'm writing. I do the same thing, the affirmations, but not because anyone told me to do them. It's just because
yes.
like that's what gets me in the right mindset. And I know it works for me and makes me feel great. So that's why I do it. But most of these routines that you see on social media, they take hours, literally hours to
Yes.
do. And they're by people that are content creators that don't have to be anywhere. Some of them, like I said, don't have kids. They don't have to drop off their kids at
Mhm.
7:30 in the morning. Like, so you have to take account you have to take those things in account when you look at those morning routines and just
Mhm.
think about like what works for you, what looks good for you. Yeah, lemon water, let me have that ready. Like also, I feel like morning routines are more successful when you prepare at night. So like,
Yes. Yeah. Mhm.
doing things like taking out the kids' clothes, it's something that helps me a lot in the morning so that we're not, especially when you have a 5-year-old fashionista that's telling me like you have to give me options so I can pick what I want to wear.
Y
Like,
ella.
yes, that's her every morning and it's a thing with her shoes. So I decided, you know what? That's gonna be for nighttime because I don't wanna be late for school in the morning.
Mhm.
So that's part of our nighttime routine. Yeah, I think that morning routines do start at night. The water bottles that they take to school
Yes.
at home to
Have them
school in
already
the morning.
prepped.
Yeah, I fill it up at night so that in the morning I just have to grab them.
Mhm.
Like there's like little things here and there, but the way that I create my morning routines is like by what's not working at this moment, what's making it harder for me, and how can I make this easier. So I think that's
Yeah.
a first step to creating your morning routine.
That's so true. I feel like doing preparing, like, the night before, like, I think that's another thing with me, like, writing my to-do list, like, just kinda checking it at night and seeing, like, what I need to do for the next day. Um, because again, si tú te lleva based off what social media is telling you that your routine
Yeah,
should be, you'll be going crazy. You'll definitely be
it
going crazy.
definitely like that's like
Um,
a whole
yeah.
other thing to do. Like it's just I don't understand why social media makes everything a thing. Everything
Because
is a
that's what it
thing. Reading a
is.
book is a thing. Like,
I miss
have you
old social media.
yeah, have you, like, ran into those this is, like, a little off topic, but that's what we
Which one?
do here. Like the book talks or, uh, like, just people bookworms, right? Like, they have, like, this whole
Yeah.
system. They get stickers and bookmarks, matching bookmarks, and,
What?
like
They're
like,
not
it's
in my it's not
so
in my feed
freaking
yet.
weird. Like, just open the book and read it. Like, that's
Watch me
that's
get
just the
that
only
now.
step.
Watch my feed
Yeah.
be completely all of book stuff now when I
You're
open
gonna
it.
see it and you're gonna be like, "Esta gente tan loca." Like, it's like
No,
buying like matching stickies and the markers, the highlighters, and I'm just like,
tampoco. You're like, read
"This
the
is
book, girl.
insane,
Read the
insane,
book.
insane." But yeah. Um,
Mm-mm.
what else? Let's see.
Let's see.
What
What
have
does
you
a real
tried?
mommy?
And
I was gonna say, what does a real mommy morning actually look like? Especially, Aaron, you have two kids. Like you said,
mhm.
your kids are a little older. You can't just dress them. Like I still have the privilege of being able to dress Asher and put him in whatever I need to put him in. Like he's like sometimes I'll be like, no, I want Spider Man, and that's something else. But like you said, like you have like a mini fashionista. Like I feel like what does like a real mommy morning actually look like for you? Aside
So
from
for
like setting things up
me,
at nighttime to make your life easier.
okay, so like for me, yeah, setting the clothes up at night. And so I would wake up. My phone is in the kitchen
Okay.
every day. So as soon as I
How do you wake up?
hear my alarm,
Okay.
if it's crazy because if I'm really tired, I just tell Siri to turn off my alarm and I don't have to
Mhm.
walk to the kitchen. But then that causes me to fall back asleep. So I try
Mhm.
not to do that. But for the most part, I'm walking into the kitchen and I'm just like, okay, let me get my water. After you get to a certain age and you get what is it like ¿cómo que se llama esto? Acid
Okay.
reflux.
Oh, okay.
So now I have to take this freaking pill every morning so that I can eat breakfast.
Oh my
So like
god.
that's the first thing I have to do in the morning. And then of course, like, I go brush my teeth and all that stuff. And then I just sit on the couch, I journal. Sometimes, not all the time. Like I said, like every morning is not the
Different.
same, but
Yeah.
yeah, but by like 6:30, between 6:30 6:45, I'm waking up the kids. Their clothes are there. This year we now have the second child dressing herself, so it makes it a lot easier, so I don't have to like be in the room, but she has a tough time. She's not a morning person. My son, he wakes up, he's at the breakfast table already, like just ready to go, just waiting for somebody to feed him. Sometimes he feeds himself.
Yeah.
But my 5-year old, she's just like in bed, like we have to call her 15 times. So that's when I try to wake her up earlier. And then yeah, we're just out the door. Then when I come back, that's when I'm like doing my
It's you time.
workouts. Yeah. And I tidy up and then I just sit to work.
Yeah. I feel like honestly, like you said, every morning looks different based on how your kids are feeling or if you're running late or how you're feeling. Because again, I think that's another thing when you're a parent, there's no days off. Like I think that's one of the things that I like miss about pre being a parent. Like there's no days off. Like you can't just like you
Hmm.
said, like turn off the alarm and be like, oh, it's okay. I'll work out later. I'll work out at 10 instead of like 8 o'clock in the morning because you have to take care of this child, especially me right now with a toddler. Like Ashley's not in school. So now we have him in tons of different what is it called, different activities.
Activities,
But again,
yeah.
when he wakes up like he's hungry, he needs food, se levanta with so much energy and you have to be on the same energy. So I'm in my head, I'm like, I need the biggest cup of coffee so I can be in the same energy wave as him because he be like, mama, let's play this, mama, let's do this after he eats or while he's eating. Like it's wild. It's wild. So I
Yeah.
feel like my morning I don't have a morning routine. Like I had a morning routine when I was working. It's been a month since I'm taking my sabbatical, but
Hmm.
like I had such a routine. Like I was waking up early and working out because I knew I had to drive into the office. So for me it was just easy to wake up at 6, work out, shower, get myself together, eat something before he wakes up so I can spend some time with him instead of like getting myself ready. I can at least have those little moments
Hmm.
with him before I had to like go and drive into the city. So I feel like I had a morning routine and then it kind of like flipped a little bit. So now I'm just kind of
Yeah.
like going with the flow. That's
Yeah.
my morning routine. Going with the
I feel
flow.
like, yeah, I feel like the truth is that nobody really has, like, if they do, it's not a morning routine they stick to for like the whole year or they do it
Hmm.
all the time because life, right? And also, like I said, seasons. Like me in the summertime, I
I'm
like
all about it.
to yeah, in the summertime, I wake up it's easier for me to wake up early. I sit
Yeah.
outside and just, like, take in that morning sun. Like, that's just something I love to do, especially, like, when we go to the Outer Banks for vacation. Like, I
Hmm.
just, like that's I sit there at 5:30 in the morning, watch the sun go up. Like, that's
Oh, that's
something
nice.
I love doing. Um but I don't do it for health reasons or wellness. Like, I just do it because it's something I love doing, and
Hmm.
I'm fortunate enough to live, like, on a high floor where I don't need blinds, so the sun just wakes me up.
Hmm.
So but wintertime, since there's, like, almost no
Oh,
sun, I'm, like, peeling myself off of bed, like, 5 minutes
yes.
before the kids have to, like, wake up.
Seasonal
And that's
depression is
why
real.
yes, I was gonna say that's why I'm, like, in a nasty mood because 'cause I'm just like, "Oh my god, I'm waking up, I don't have any time to think, any time for myself." It's just like, bam, bam, like, "Wake up, kids, and school."
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Oh,
And I
I
do
hate the winter.
believe yeah, and I do believe, like, a slower morning does make your day go by slower. 'Cause you're
Mm,
just, like, at a slower pace, you're calmer, but once you get to that point where you're waking up right before you have to do anything, like, it's just, like,
mhm.
your whole day ends up being, like, so, like, frantic and just, like,
Yeah, you're on panic
overwhelming.
mode.
Yeah, the
I feel like
whole
that's how it
day.
was. Yeah, that's how you usually are, and then you wake up and you're like literally you blink and it's like, how is it 7 o'clock at night already? Like what happened throughout the day? And it's like you're kind of like on autopilot and you're on go, 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 go. Okay, like the day just flies by because you're just like
Mhm.
on that panic mode of like, what's next? What's next? What's next? Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, but what are some of the things that you've tried and have abandoned? Like again, I want to try the 5 a.m. wake up. I
Mhm.
haven't done it. The only time that I wake up at 5 a.m. is to catch flights. That's one thing I laugh because I'm like, when it comes to having to catch a flight, I'd be up. ready to go. I'll be alarm on, doop, I'm like out me baño, I'll be out the door like doo, 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 like walking, towards the airport. But like
Mhm.
5 a.m. to work out, a whole different level. But I'm gonna try that when I get back from vacation. I'm gonna do a week of 5 a.m. Wake up, I'm gonna do the soul cycle. I'm gonna get up and like leave the house, and I'm gonna blog about it. That's gonna be like my challenge for myself once we get back from vacation.
Yeah, you're gonna like it, especially in the summertime. The
In the
summertime is like the
summertime, yes,
perfect time. Yeah, to
to
do
do it.
that. Yeah,
Winter, not so much. I don't see myself
yeah.
waking up at 5 a.m. in the freezing cold to leave the house.
It's funny because like when you have a baby, I want to say between the ages of 6 months or even before that, like it's been a long time, but I think like between 3 months when they start sleeping overnight, like a longer periods
Mhm,
of time, they do wake up at 5:30. Like I wanna say speaking from experience, because both of my kids had that, like, 5:30 wake up time, and
mhm,
that's why it's been and then they stopped doing that, but I continued to wake up at 5:30.
mm,
So that's why it
got it.
was easy for me to, like, to do it because I just, like, kept that on. And then when I started, like, working out every day, Zuri was, like, she was a baby between being a baby and the age of 2, I was
Mhm.
working out every day at 5:30 for some reason
Oof,
for 2 years,
mm.
and I think it's because I just, like, took it and ran with it, like, I was just like, "I'm up now, so why
Might as
not?"
well get
I'm
it
not a
done. Yeah.
napper. Yeah, so I just keep going throughout my day, which sometimes I'm like, "I need to take a nap if I'm waking up at 5:30 and going to sleep at 11," but that's
Yeah.
just how my body has been built. But, then there came a time when I stopped working and I was like,
Like, why am I up at
I
5
don't
AM?
have to wake up at 5:30. Like,
I'm like, "Why am I waking up at 5 AM again?" Okay, yeah.
yeah,
Um, I was gonna say, what's another thing? I feel like from like I said, 5 AM, the no phone before noon rule, I feel like this was easy for me to do. My goal when I was getting up to, like, work and going to the city, like, Mel Robbins, I had heard this thing from her that she had this guest on her show, and they said that the worst thing you can do is pick up your phone the minute you wake up because it's like
and I agree.
it does, like, it gives, like, a dopamine to your brain where after you get that dopamine hit so early, like, your day just kinda, like, it
Slips
becomes
away from you,
sluggish.
yeah.
Yeah. So I started doing that where it's like, when I got up, I would work out, I would shower, get myself together, and I did not look at my phone till I got into the office. So that was like my routine for a while, and it was actually great. Like I felt like
Mhm,
lighter and stuff like that. Now, like I get up and like I'll turn off my like the alarm if I have an alarm, or I'll just look at my phone just to see if, again, like just if I had any missed calls. I try not to get on Instagram, but now with the podcast and things like that, like I just want to check like our Instagram, our TikTok, or you like I it's just like
mhm,
checking things just to see how they're doing, or like if the like Iran said before, like on our previous episode, like if the post is up or if this, you know what I mean? But it's a different type. Like I'm not getting on my emails, I'm not getting on my Slacks. Like it's something that I'm doing like for me. But I would like to kind of start that again where I'm not looking at my phone till like 11ish or something like that. But it's kind
yeah,
of
I feel
hard when
like I
you're
need to do
trying
the
to
same.
build. Yeah, but it's kind of hard when you're trying to like build like a brand and like a business, like we're trying to do
Yeah,
with the podcast. So um again, but it's giving yourself grace and finding balance of what works for you. I think that's, like, one of those things that I'm like, I've tried it and I liked it, but I abandoned it once I stopped having to
mhm.
go into the office a month ago, so, mm,
Because something funny, like now thinking about it, like the whole social media checking and social media thing is like
mhm,
it's kind of unnecessary because it's like, do you
yeah,
have control over the likes? Do you have control over, like I do want to make sure that our posts go up, right? And they've been
yes,
going up. Um, but it's also like, which I had it have it automated for that same reason, so I'm not on my phone all the time. But
mhm,
it's just like the anxiety of like, what if it doesn't go up? And it's like,
mhm,
do I want to really like live like that?
yeah,
And prior to that, I was not like I would just check when I checked, and
mhm,
I did like myself more as a person when I wasn't checking my phone first thing in the morning because I do
yeah,
end up scrolling and
same.
hours will go by.
Same, same. So we have to do that for ourselves. We need to stop. I think if we want the night before or the afternoon before, just kind of like you said, check things, make sure that things are automated, make sure that things are going up, like check emails and be like, all right, good, we're good for the day, and not touch our phones till like 10 o'clock. Especially if we're
Yeah.
home. Like, let's be serious. Like we're home with the
Yeah.
kids or we're home with our partner, whatever it may be. Like at 10
'Cause
o'clock, we'll be fine. Like, you know what I mean? Because I know
mhm.
emergencies happen, and especially with you with the kids in school, like the school may call you and you don't want to miss that call. También.
Mhm.
So I think it's like 10 o'clock is like a good time where it's like still early enough, but still later in the day where you're kind of already got a few things done for yourself without having to look at your phone and like scroll. So
Exactly.
I'm going to implement that. I'm going to start that. I'm going to try to start
Same,
that starting this week. What's today?
same. And also, like,
Thursday, Wednesday?
yeah,
What's today?
today's Wednesday.
Okay.
It feels like it's Tuesday or Thursday. Like,
Yeah, I was like, "Wait,
yeah.
what day is it?" Okay, yeah. Mhm.
But
Mm,
one thing for sure, like as a social media manager, I want to say that there's nothing that's an emergency in social media.
that's true. Or in li not for nothing. There's nothing in life, like, if you have a job, like, if you're in advertising, if you're in marketing, unless you're like a doctor and you're on call and you're about to save somebody's life, there is nothing that's an emergency. I learned that, and I had to tell myself a while because my previous role, like, I think d in my last role, everything was an emergency because you're working with these big brands and these brands want certain answers and everything was an
Same.
emergency. Everything was an emergency. Like somebody slacking me at 9 or 10 p.m. at night because they're on the West Coast or they're on the East Coast and they're like, oh my God, this person said yes to this or no, this happened. We got to switch it. Like that was emergencies. And in my head, I'm like, we're not that's not an
Yeah,
emergency.
especially when you work with like experiential marketing and
Yeah,
like
that is not an
pe-
emergency. Yeah.
yeah, and it's crazy because in that field, which I still work on like every now and then, in that field, something goes wrong all the time.
Hmm.
Like there's nothing that goes 100% right. And the thing is that there are people that leave things to very, very last minute, and that's where things
Yes.
go wrong.
Hmm.
So I also learned, setting boundaries like you have to get it done by this day, or I'm not doing it. Or
Yeah.
like, with my content creation clients, like letting them know, oh, you want your video 24 hours later, you have
You
to pay
have
a
to let
little
me know.
more.
You need to look over the script and make sure that it's good with legal. You have to let me know at least 48 to 72 hours before. And
Yeah,
then, but there are times that you
exactly.
work with people and they're like, oh my gosh, so sorry. Can we get this looked at an hour
So you
before?
have
Like
to
things
like
need to
put
go
those
live.
ahead of time, like put those
Yeah.
rules ahead of time. Cause like even
Hmm.
with social media, it's like I don't when you're a social media manager, you don't just post. You have to seek approval from whoever your client is.
Hmm.
And I have rules based on my learning experiences because I was getting burnt out with last minute requests of, oh, can you come this day to create? Can you come
Hmm.
tomorrow to create content?
Yeah, no.
I gave you dates like 3 weeks back and you didn't pick one. Or I'm letting you know when I send you all the edits, I'm letting you know that you have 72 hours to do so.
Yeah, no, I think it's true. Like, I think it's setting
Yeah.
boundaries when you are working with other people because some people do not have the same boundaries as you, you know?
Yes,
So it is what it is.
I agree. So we are gonna go into our hot take, and our hot
Okay,
take today is
hold on,
if
Asher.
you wanted it's all right.
No, I'm good here.
Um, if you wanted it bad enough,
Okay.
would you wake up at 5 a.m.?
Yes, but it depends on
Same.
what you want. I agree with that. I agree that
I agree as well. Cause there are
if you want
times
it bad
like
enough, yes.
yeah, like last summer, the kids didn't have summer camp, and
Mhm.
I was, I had to work. Those were the hours I had to work, not while they were awake. So
Mhm.
either had to work at 5 a.m. or at after 8 o'clock at night when they went to sleep, and that's how I would get my work done. So,
Yeah.
let's get into our mommy confessions. As you
Ooh.
know, they're anonymous. People have been sending DMs and emails, and we appreciate it because they're coming in like a lot of them are
Yes.
coming in. So
M Make sure you
this,
DM us or email us if you wanna be part of Mommy
yes,
Confessions. Our emails are
Uptown
on social
Mommies
media.
NYC@gmail.com.
Yes.
And so today's mommy confession is My confession is that I wake up 25 minutes before my kids every single day. I do absolutely nothing productive with that time. Nothing. No journal, no workout, no meditation, no green juice. I sit on the toilet with my phone. I scroll Instagram in the dark. I drink coffee that's too hot. I do not speak to a single human being. That's it. That's the whole routine. My husband thinks I'm getting my workout in. My mom thinks I'm having my prayer time. My followers think I have it together, and I will defend this 25 minutes of doom scrolling in the bathroom with my life because it is the only time in 24-hour period that nobody is asking me for anything. Don't fix me. I'm thriving. I think
And
that's
I'm not
dope.
mad at her. I think
Yeah,
that's dope too.
sometimes we need to
I'm not mad
scroll.
at her. Sometimes you do need to scroll in the bathroom by yourself because, again, when you have a toddler, the minute that you try to go into the bathroom, they're knocking at your door. They're saying, "Mama, what are you doing? What are you doing?" So having that time where you're just having your own time, like just having your me time, it's blessings on blessings. So I'm not mad at it. So you know what, mommy
Yes,
confession person, you are thriving, and I will take some notes from you. Not mad
yes.
at it.
And I just want to say that we get inspired by these mommy confessions. So the
Yes.
more you send in, the more other topics we can touch on. So
Yes,
if
and it
you
doesn't have
guys
to
have a
be
story, yes,
I was gonna say it doesn't have to just be mommy, it could be, your poppy
that
confessions,
too. Yes,
parent, whatever it is, like, who if you're a parent and you wanna send in your confessions, feel free to let us know, and we will
yes,
read them.
yes.
Okay, let's go
And
into
La
la
Lección,
lección.
yes, you
Mhm.
read it.
Let's see. A good morning isn't a routine, it's a moment. Even if it's 4 minutes long, where you remember you are a person before you become everyone else's. Aw, I like that.
Yes,
It's
I love
true.
that too. Yeah,
Yeah. A good morning isn't a routine. I love that. It's true. I think sometimes we forget we are a person before we become everyone else's. I think we need to you have to pour into your own cup before you're able to pour into
I
others.
agree.
So, and on that note,
And mommies don't get a lot of time to
yeah,
do that. So,
we don't.
or
We do
parents
not.
in
Or
general.
parents in general, yes, dad, moms,
Yeah.
parents, we do not get that. So make sure to remember to pour into your own cup before you pour into others. And on that note, this is episode 10, people, double digits. We made it. Short and sweet.
So, yeah, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok,
TikTok, iHeart,
all,
everywhere.
yeah, everywhere. Talk soon. Bye.
Bye.